Well, hello everyone, hi, it's Nick Scurr, and what I'm going to do today, I'm going to make a Cypriot dish, called a Greek dish called Paseeto, which is using a leg of lamb. I'm not going to use anything else. I'm going to use a fresh leg of lamb, which I've got here, and I'm going to show you how I do it. Anyway, so Paseeto basically means stolen lamb from clifty, or theft, and what they used to do, they used to dig pits, and what they used to do, they used to smoke it to mask the smell of the meat, and they would soak it in wine. So the people that stole the meat in Greece or in Cyprus were never caught, because the wine that it was soaked in, or if it was smoked, would mask the smell. So what I'm going to do is, first and foremost, what I'm going to do, I'm going to got some proper Greek olive oil. So it's good stuff. It's expensive, but it's good. So I just dribble all around the bottom of the pan, a good polyp of that. Coat the meat in there. It's got to be cooked slowly, this. And we'll cook it over the top. I'm then going to get some dry coriander, dry oregano, sorry. Coriander, what am I talking about? I'm going to rub it in. Whack that in there. And rub it in. Now previously what I've done, I've put some cloves in here, but I put it on the top of the meat, so when the juices run down back into the dish and up again, it'll add that flavour. Just wash my hands quick. Greasy. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to add some garlic. So I've got some garlic cloves here, so I'm just going to smash it down. Chop the top off, chop the bottom off, take the sides off, and it should all just peel off like that. So that's the skin off. Then all I'm going to do, I'm going to chop it up into chunks, and that is going to be stuffed into the meat that I've cut, which is pretty good. Get it in there. Doesn't have to be anything amazing, or it can be nice and rough. I'm sure there was no artwork to this back in the day. So I've got some red onion here, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to bang some red onion on the bottom there, put it all around the bottom of the pan. Now I've used a ceramic pan rather than a metal one, because what happens is I'm using red onion to add a bit extra sweetness, and it needs to be cooked for a long time. So I'm going to cook it for about 5 hours. Some say 6, I'm going to do it for about 4 or 5 hours. So I put that on there. I've got lemon, so we've got some lemon here. 1 lemon, so what I'm going to do, using my hand to catch the pits, I'm going to squeeze a lemon over this meat, and this is fresh meat, this is real good quality lamb. So I've caught the seeds in there, get rid of that one, get the other lemon in there, get that in there, so it's really all over, get it in there, get rid of the seeds, that's that done. Wash my hands, let's clean my hands a little bit anyway. I've got some fresh plum tomatoes. Now I like to use plum tomatoes because they're really good. So I'm going to cut that like that. I'm going to chop the tops off because we don't like that stocky bit. Now some people cut them into quarters. I don't want anything to be too small. I want it to be quite thick. But I don't like the stocky bits. We're going to chuck that in there. This is nice, good tomatoes. Look how juicy they are. They're lovely, eh? So put them in there. So we're using about, I've got about 5 tomatoes here, and I know the natural sweetness is going to come out of these tomatoes. They've all been washed thoroughly. Always wash all your vegetables. Whack that in there. So if you have a good look at that, I mean, that is absolutely beautiful, yeah. I mean, it's really nice. It's coated in the oil. So what I've got now, I've got some Greek wine, which is really, really good stuff. And I've got some pepper. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add some pepper first. I'll come to the wine in a minute. So the pepper adds flavour. Salt releases flavour in the meat, so I'm going to add a bit of, it'll just help to draw out some of the juices. I don't like using too much salt, but put a bit more pepper in, whack that in there. And normally what you'd use is Cypriot potatoes, but I don't have any, so what I've done, I've used some like oversized new potatoes, and I've left the skins on so they don't fall to bits. They're going to be cooked for a long time, so I like to leave the skins on. I don't like to peel them off. So here they are, they're quite nice. So I'm going to put them in there. There's quite a lot of potatoes, well, they're not really a lot, but there's a bit here. Right, so that's done. So now what I'm going to do, I've got this Greek wine here, which is really, really good stuff. And I'm going to add a cup of Greek wine. Let's have a little slurp. So I'm going to add a bit of that all over. This is strong stuff. It's about 12%. Got to have a nice healthy dollop of that. And some Greeks, they'll use chicken stock. I like to use vegetable stock because we haven't got chicken here, it's lamb. So I'm going to use vegetable stock. So I pour that all over. Now the idea is this is going to add flavour to the meat, and the meat will add flavour to the stock and the wine. So and this will help to keep the lamb moist and soft. So put a bit more salt on get them on the potatoes. I've got some fresh basil. Now this really adds a bit of flavor. Tear it up. I never chop it up. Give it a good tear. Chuck that all over. That's that. So nice decent bunch of basil. Now I've got some fresh rosemary as well. So what you do is you just tear it off. So everyone does it different. I'll just take 2 fingers like this, put it in between the hands and pull it up, and it's in my hand already, and I just put that all over the top. Get a little bit more in there. So you just put your fingers through like this, pull, and it's cleaned. Put that all over the top, that's in there. And here I've got some fresh oregano as well, rather than the dry is what's went in there. Now what you would normally do when you add the dry oregano and the lemon, etc. at the beginning, which I did, you'd normally put it into the fridge and leave it overnight for 24 hours. I haven't done that. I should have done, but I haven't. I've done it this way. So I've got my fresh oregano and I've put it on top. Spread it all around. This is all going to be good. Now what I've done, I've taken the leaves off the stalk to go over the top. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to break the stalk here, another stalk, but I'm going to leave that whole and I'm going to put that down the sides into the juices. There's a bit of basil there I forgot to put in. And that, I think, is basically it. So that is my Calefty Clo completely ready. So that's going to go into the oven about 140 degrees Celsius for about 4 or 5 hours, and I'll bump it up at the end to finish the cooking off. But that looks absolutely stunning and it's going to taste great. But what you've got to do, you've got to get some tin foil, because the most important thing is to keep it completely covered up. Now I'm doing this as quickly as I can. I don't run out of memory on my phone. So we got this here. We're going to put that over the top. So I'm going to curl it around there like that. Could have done with some wider tin foil, to be fair. I'll have to go the other way. But you get the idea. Preferably it needs to be airtight, and I'm going to make it airtight, so I'll whack it under there. Well, yeah, that's okay. It's still working. I just wanted to check. We've got that going. That's it. So that is now going to go in the oven, and we'll see you in about a few hours' time. Well, it's been 6 hours and my Calefty Clo is now cooked. I've turned it off in the oven about half an hour, 45 minutes ago, and I've just let the meat rest. So I've not actually taken it out yet. I'm going to take it out now and I'm going to show you the final result, and I'm going to put it all together and you're going to love it. It's all been covered up with the tin foil, and here we go. Ooh. So be very careful because it's hot. And there we are. My goodness, look at that. That, the smells and the aromas are absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Oh, wow. So what I'm going to do, let me just fix this a little bit. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to serve this up now. So, wow, so it's been resting for a little bit, so it's perfect. So, the potatoes, all the natural juices have come out of the meat. So I'm going to cut into this. Actually, I'm going to remove the cloves that I told you about. There's a garlic there, look at that. So I'm going to cut into this. Oh my goodness, this is just gorgeous. Look at that, and it's beautifully cooked. Look at that. Now that is just stunning. It's got all the Greek wine, the olive oil, the oregano, the stock, it's all in there. The sweetness from the tomatoes and the onion. So let's get some of these potatoes in there, which are beautifully cooked. Put that on there. So this is Cypriot Cleftico. Look at that. So that's that. So I've made some Greek salad, so I'm going to put some Greek salad on there. And naturally, the Baguri pilaf that was in the previous video, I showed you how I made it. As I said, it complements everything. So I'm going to pop that on there. And that, with a little bit of mint on top. Ooh. And get a bit of juice over there, look at that. Good, honest Greek Cypriot food. Thank you everyone, and I hope you like my video.